Usually I don't color this way because it takes a lot more time. Y'all know what I'm talking about, that more painterly style of coloring literally anything, whether it be a realistic image or illustration or anime, whatever the case may be. But in this video, I'm going to switch it up. Going for my usual, more anime style of coloring. You can see this here with a lot of my characters from my series Apple Black. Sano being the main character, of which we will be using as a model in this video. Taking him in his more cell shading anime approach to a more painterly approach, which I haven't done in a while, but explored here in Clip Studio Paint. Some of the inspirations we're going to be looking at are series like Gokurakugai. Am I pronouncing that right? Let me know in the comments. I'm not going to look it up. But the creator, I believe, Yuta Sano, who funny enough is also named Sano, I went to their Instagram. You can see a lot of this vibrant approach. It's a very painterly approach. It also looks kind of digital, kind of Copic marker at the same time, but I believe it's digital. Anyways, I was looking for a style that is similar to this, and just looking at their images. I mean, look at this. It looks pretty sick, and unique, and very distinct. Kind of semi-realistic and then stylized at the same time. Yusuke Murata is also known for this as well, even though most of the illustrations I've seen from Yusuke Murata are more Copic markers or something painterly as well. We'll be doing that here today, but digital. The only other inspiration I'm going to be pulling from is actual real life, real fashion. Plugging into my favorite resource, or at least one of them, Pinterest, searching whatever I feel is relevant and just looking up casual wear, costumes, very fashionable attire, and looking to take Sano from his more traditional attire in the series. Links to everything you will need in the description. But bringing that to a more grounded approach in casual wear. You see this in a couple other shonen series. Bleach is very notorious for this. It's always fun to see your characters in a new light, and so hopefully this is no different. You can let me know your thoughts. In fact, this Sano illustration is actually going to be part of a larger illustration that would all be illustrated and colored in the same way. More details on what I'm talking about will be elaborated on in a future video. So if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss it. Also, let me know your thoughts about how well you think I'm doing. I don't usually do this, so honestly in this video you're kind of going to be seeing me figure it out. But the beginnings are usually the same with the sketch. And I kind of skip a more detailed sketch and just jump straight into the inking, because the reason I don't do this more painterly style, again, is to save time. In my line of work, getting stuff ready for the Webtoon originals or the books that are published worldwide, I'm on a deadline, so I can't spend all that time figuring this stuff out, especially because I'm doing a couple other things. I kind of have to go for the styles and approaches that I know get the job done, still look great, and then we can move on to the next thing. You've seen it on multiple illustrations now at this point on this channel. The more anime cell shading approach is very quick and it gets the job done. But I think the more painterly approach, especially works that you can just look at and you know the artist spent a lot more time on, getting all those fine details, it can be impressive, but it's not something that's necessary. Everybody has their own approach and styles to doing things, so there isn't necessarily one thing better than the other. But you guys can let me know in the comments, what coloring style do you guys prefer to look at? Kind of like them both, but I go more cell shading and do it more often, and as a result I've gotten better and better at it because I'm faster and it allows me to get stuff done. And one of the things that I do to be faster is to skip that detailed sketch and just jump straight into the inks and then fix things as I go. So it's kind of like a partial inking, partial sketching simultaneously. And even then, right now, because I have to get stuff done, that comes into play here while inking Sano. Now let me know if you guys are feeling the fashion, you know? Sano's on a little vacation from doing all the sorcery stuff in the series, rocking that baggy jeans like never before. I try to make the new attire, the more casual streetwear, color-wise at least, match what the original attire looks like. But again, this is a fun exercise. It's always fun to see your characters in new lights, new art styles, variant worlds, and variant gear. Done with the inks, putting in the flats. While on that flat layer, I select just the skin. Another way to do this would have been to have the skin colors to be on a separate layer, but now looking at the Yuta stuff and try to match that coloring thing. And in my head, I just decided to go with the approach I would have if I was working with Copic markers. And just imagine I'm working with Copic markers, but doing it digitally. That's one way to do it. I experiment with the default brushes that are there. I do have some custom brushes, but for the most part, you can achieve all of this with whatever brushes you find comfortable. And I picked a warm pinkish color to go over his skin. And then usually, especially for characters that are alive, you want like a blush, a an airbrush in the cheeks for blood flow. You can see that in the Yuta stuff as well, but you see that in a lot of stuff, period. The difference between this and if I was coloring, say, a female character that wears a lot of makeup would have been to put the makeup on. But in this case, we don't have to do that. Coloring in the eyes, making sure there's life in it, the pupil, the iris, the colors around things, just making sure it pops. That was all done with the flats. Again, it's not exactly the same style with the other because that's not what I'm going for. I'm just, influenced and inspired by it to do something new. A separate layer, different blending mode, maybe add glow or I'm putting in the highlights in the hair. I'm just kind of winging things until I have exactly what I want. The jeans, I was figuring it out as we go. Coloring wise, I didn't actually follow any tutorials. I was kind of just winging it and figuring out how the artists did what they did, but doing it in my own way. To improve, that's something you kind of have to do sometimes when you look at your favorite artist or any artist that you admire. Kind of look at the works and try to put yourself in their shoes to figure out how they did what they did and how you can achieve that in your own way. Even with manga pages, a lot of the early days were taking a manga page that you like and see how you can recreate it from scratch with just the tools that you have available. You don't have to buy something extra crazy. Just figure it out as best as you can. You don't have the inks, use a Sharpie. You will learn a lot. Maybe I have a video that breaks that down a little bit more detail, but the same principles apply here. It's just digital. I'm going on the flats layer, clipping something to that flat layer. With jeans like this, it's not flat, so you can kind of play around with it. At this point, I'm literally just, winging it. Still making sure I use the right brush. I don't even think I messed around with the blending mode here. It's just a layer that's clipped above it. And I'm just going in with a different color and a textured brush. Now using one of the oil painterly default Clip Studio Paint brushes, I'm adding in the shading. If you really want it to look realistic, you want to find an illustration like our model on the right and study the shadows and study the folds and the clothing. This is a really good study and exercise for those who want to get more comfortable doing this kinds of stuff, especially in the case where I'm literally taking the same style from the character. I'm only changing a few things, few tweaks here and there and adding my own flair to it. But unlike the shading on the skin, where I just used a normal layer in a warmer color, here I'm shading with a separate layer, linear burn, reduced opacity, the default oil brush, and I'm just going in, making it look as realistic as possible. One thing you can do is then use the blur tool to blur the edges, soften it, make it feel a little bit more feathered. But again, that's also a stylistic choice. There are people who paint and like that rough, painterly gradient versus something that's smooth. With this illustration, is going to be a little bit of both. After that, I do an even darker linear burn, so a higher opacity of it for certain areas. Again, I'm using that model as reference. I do the same thing with the jeans. Y'all can let me know in the comments if you want the Clip Studio Paint file added to the Patreon so you guys can just get it from there and open it and play with it if you want. But one thing I noticed with the blacks here, especially looking at the Yuta style, it's harder to see those shadows. So I'm actually going to use that Add Glow highlight layer and use that same brush to brush over it and then select just those black parts and have a black gradient coming from the bottom, as you can see with the sample. Usually when you experiment like this with this artist and then you mix it up and then you don't pick one, I'm sure you guys love a multitude of artists. Study a bunch of them and eventually you slowly start to form a new art style for your art style if you don't feel like you have one already. Even as is, there are a couple things I could think of to add to this illustration that are not from the influences that will just make it different. I'll even make it pop a little bit more. Towards the end, I am going to take a completely new color dodge blending mode and add to the face just to make it pop a little more with an airbrush, and you will see how it looks in the final. Again, doing it this way takes a lot more time, but I am happy with the results. It's going to be a daunting task to do this with all the other characters, but again, it's also going to be cool to see them in new, fresh, fancy, casual streetwear attire. I did use some of that linear burn blending mode shading in the character's eyes and teeth. I only used the flat, warm color shading for the skin. Everything else kind of has a uniform layer shading and then another linear burn that's darker like you can see in the hoodie. Then I'm going to use the same texture from my digital Copic marker video, add that to the jeans, and it made it look way more realistic. Overall, this was an experiment. I like the fact that I did this fully with Sano at first. Now I've kind of built a system, and I'm gonna have to apply this to the rest of the characters. So if you don't wanna miss that illustration, you know what to do. Let me know of other coloring art styles from maybe specific artists that you want me to explore, and maybe we'll kind of figure out their ways and tutorials of how they do what they do, but obviously in my own way. I'm always gonna have a little bit of a touch to it that's just mine, but do something that's influenced by their approach to painting. Kind of still learning digital art by me, but through the lens of other creators that are maybe some of your favorites, maybe some other YouTubers. Let me know in the comments. How do you feel about this Sano? I think it worked out. I am liking those jeans. Those jeans. More details on our video games are coming. Support the Patreon, that helps the channel a great deal. If you're 2.5 of you that made the end of this video, I thank you. Don't forget to like, Holy Ghost, smash the subscribe button and hit the bell so you stay notified each time I upload absolutely anything. Turn on all notifications. Want to learn more about Apple Black? There's a playlist, or you can check out more tutorials on the channel. This has been fun. It's White Manga, and I'm Audi 9000.